One of Uganda's most anticipated events on the fashion calendar, this year's lineup featured designers such as Nina Mirembe, first-timer Kai's Divo collection, amongst other Ugandan creatives. You are watching Uganda's unrivaled fashion and style TV show, the NTV Style Project. I am your host, Azibon Solomon. Welcome aboard. And tonight I happen to be joined by Bettina Tiana.
Hello guys, I'm happy to be here. Let's talk fashion.
The Lil Stunner Sheila Gashumba.
Hey everyone, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you sit back, relax and enjoy the episode.
And our guest for tonight, founder Joram Model Management. Ladies and gentlemen, Joram Muzirajob, welcome to the NTV Style Project.
Thank you so much. You guys should just have me permanently in the panel because this is like my fourth time.
So, Altina, what do you always look forward to every year when it comes to Kampala Fashion Week?
To see what designers are up to and how they are following the trends.
Joram?
I'm always looking out for the models because I'm a model agent, so I'm always looking out for who's the next face, who's that girl, who's that boy that I can scout and, definitely end up placing them in New York, Paris, London and Milan because Kampala Fashion Week has paved a way. Like it has paved a way for so many Ugandan models. Amito walked Fashion Week, Akelo, Aliet, Aket Joy Winnie, Ayak, Paul Mwesigwa. So literally most of the girls and boys that I am, pushing internationally have walked this Fashion Week. So
fair enough. Sheila?
Well, to be honest, I'm always looking out on the organization. I like the whole, last year the railway, it was something new and I feel like Gloria is one person who thinks out of the box.
Yeah.
And tonight we open our dissecting board with a showcase from Bold. Now, Bold, for me, what I know about Bold is that it's a concession, like a center for Ugandan fashion designers. So in a way, I was thrown aback when, it was part of like they were, or it was, because it's a brand, part of like the lineup. When I come to Fashion Week, I'm looking at being blown away.
It's Kampala Fashion Week and we have Paris Fashion Week, we have New York Fashion Week. So I feel like this is a bit underrated. The showcase was a bit underrated because I've seen a couple of these pieces shown already on their Instagram. So I'm not sure if they were just showing us the pieces in their store.
I actually believe they were showcasing a capsule collection because they usually work with literally all the designers in Kampala because so many go and stock their clothes.
But that's
there.
even better,
So
Joram,
I think they were trying to show the other side of Bold because they represent different designers altogether. So I think they wanted to just blend in with literally all the different brands that they represent and not try to overshadow all the different brands that they represent. That is why they had to actually, showcase the capsule collection.
Would I go to the store and buy these pieces? Yes, I would.
Yeah, definitely.
I would.
Following closely is a showcase by Nina Mirembe in collaboration with Elijah. That I appreciated the fact that she literally single-handedly took crochet to a whole different level because back then crochet was just something like a thing girls would wear to the beach. It was never a part of mainstream fashion.
Table clothes, actually.
Yeah, but I love how she's taken this idea and gone away with it. I love how she's thinking out of the box with this crochet concept. You get to see throw-ons, you get to see dresses.
To be honest, I love people who grow their brands. I don't like people who jump hurdles to reach somewhere. And I feel like in the fashion industry, Nina is one person that people should look up to because we also are starting from small, getting there, and I feel like she's the future. To be honest, I saw her nyege look and it was like she was killing it. And I feel like I loved her collection. You could see passion through her collection. I love the color. I like the versatility. Like you said, some is beach wear, some is just some is festival wear, some is holiday wear. So. And it's the future. If I want to go on holiday next summer, I'm definitely wearing some of this stuff. So I like Nina, and the bags as well is also something that's nice that she thought about, to collaborate with Elijah. What do you think, Joram?
Nina Mirembe, I've seen her grow right from the time she participated in Miss Uganda, and it's so weird. I was one of her mentors when she went to Miss Uganda. So Miss Uganda 2012, she won Miss Uganda Beach Beauty, the girl with the best body,
Actually,
the best
that
body.
makes-
Exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, and I think actually one of her biggest inspirations to join fashion and do whatever she's doing was
her
the
body.
fact that it was her body. She
Yeah.
loves bikinis. She loves mokinis. So she decided to do something that she passionately loves, and just like you said, she didn't jump any hurdle. And I should say the future is really, really bright for this young designer
Yeah.
because I've seen Rihanna do Fenty, and then now she's doing Savage by Fenty. So who knows? Nina could be heading there.
Yeah.
And you know, her collaborating with Elijah McQueen, it was insane. It was amazing. The bags complement the pieces very well, and even the accessories that, you know, they were wearing. She just you know, changes the whole crochet game. What do you think, Bettina?
Well, I think Nina is the only swimsuit designer that we know in Uganda.
Crochet
And
as
I
well.
love the fact that she is always, you know, pushing her brand. The mere fact that she also styled Miss Uganda 2019. The girls, she styled them for a photo shoot, and the pieces are really nice. What I like about her brand is the technique she uses. When you look at the stuff, you know she knows what she is doing, and I love the finishing. It's always so neat, like brand new. When you buy something, you feel like, oh wow, this can't be handmade, and it's all handmade.
Well, Afro-Indian fashion brand Kona has been around for a minute and has actually got to showcase at practically all Kampala Fashion Week editions that I know. You know, when I see this showcase, I feel there's growth. I mean, from having known her at first, like, as an accessories designer, and now seeing her incorporate a little bit of, like, you know, fabrics and, you know, working on pieces. With that being said, I honestly do not know. I feel like Kona's pieces are very intricate. They're really tiny. You know, so for you to actually appreciate them, you have to look like really, really closely. So I would advise, if you're trying to showcase something like that, I would not expect, you know, a lot of texture. I would not expect print. I don't expect a lot of color, because in that way, it's very, very easy to miss the detail. It's very easy to get confused as to what she exactly is trying to showcase.
I actually love this collection. I love the ladies so much. I feel like most of these pieces are very free pieces. They're not, you know, all that body hugging. They're very okay for our weather, and I would literally walk into her store right now and purchase some of the pieces I've just seen. We always talk about people who designing wearable clothes, things that people can actually go buy, purchase, wear for a normal day, go wear for work or for a party. And these pieces, to me, they are speaking to me. I love them.
I like the collection, and I feel like it's the exotic, cool Asian kind of thing, and it's a mixture of both African and Asia. And mixing Asian style with African, that could be a bit complicated, but she's doing it right. So kudos to her. I love the collection.
I love Kona. Bavia, love Kona.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I notice about this collection is that as much as she is an Afro, you know, centric Asian designer, something like that, I feel like we needed to go more into the future. Because I remember I've done a shoot with her, and there was a time we did a shoot, and one of the pictures went super viral with one of my girls. It went like
really
all
viral,
over the place. You could see the accessories very well. You could see, you know, the headpieces. You could see everything. So I
Is
feel
that the
like,
one PDD? I don't know, some big celebrity.
like
Yeah,
Alicia
Tyrese
Keys,
posted.
everyone was reposting. It went super viral. So I actually expected to see something more in that line, statement pieces that, you know, when you see a collection, you see them immediately.
Well, Margot Wong made her debut at Kampala Fashion Week last year, and she followed it up this year with a showcase in her signature cow horn. Now, jewelry or accessories that take a lot of, like, you know, intricacy. There's a lot of, like, technique that goes into them. And first of all, I should say I love the fact that, you know, she uses cow horn. I mean, that's out of the box. I mean, for us, cow horn here in Uganda is what we usually use cow horn for. So it's, for me, it's very, you know, it's very refreshing that she actually gets something like that and does something that's very, very sustainable. But then again, looking at her collection this year, I feel she went down a notch, because last year she brought the heat.
Last year, a photo of her work featured in Vogue Italia from Kampala Fashion Week. That was really huge. That just comes to show us that if you're doing something that is different and unique, you are going to cross borders. Now, when you look at the very first model, he comes out wearing these shades, and they are not the normal glasses that will break tomorrow. Kudos to you. I really love what you're doing. The only miss is that these models are wearing different pattern outfits. I wish it was just something plain, so we have the whole attention to her jewelry. Other than that, she did really well.
To be honest, like, I think, you know, showcasing jewelry is, you know, something that's different. I mean, like we said, everyone wants to do the whole gowns, blah 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 blah. So it gets, you know, there's so many people in that kind of like market. So with the jewelry market, it's a bit, you know, open. Like Bettina said, I feel like these guys should have worn maybe white or something a bit plain, or really, you know, for us to really see the pieces. Because when I look at this, you know, collection, if someone doesn't tell me she's showcasing jewelry, I would never know. So I love the sunglasses. I'm here for sunnies, but I just really hated the clothes that the you know, the models were wearing. Like, why would you make a model wear this kind of sequin? It's like so 2008. So people who are showcasing stuff like this should work with stylists to show you what is going to make your you know, your jewelry pop out. So I feel like you guys should call up stylists or people like Joram who know, you know, if a model is showcasing a necklace and, you know, selling a necklace, they should wear this and that. So yeah.
If I can compare a jewelry designer that is doing very well with her, I would say Adele Deja, because they almost have the same niche,
Yes,
only that, you know,
yes,
Adele
yeah.
is a bit different. So she's doing an amazing job.
Now, you know, when you talk about Edward Semper, that happens to be the creative behind this brand, Catherine and Sons, I would think maybe he's a different type of creative. So the thing I usually love about his showcases is that his choice of music and then his production, because he always precedes his shows with a performance. Yeah. And now when that performance ends, you're geared up. I mean, you're like, what is gonna follow next? You know? So what followed next is hair, you know, all distortions and colors and sizes.
So I feel like not everybody is styling for, you know, ready to wear or red carpet. People may be styling for a production, like a movie production. So maybe that's his direction, but other than that, that's just him.
Like, I don't really understand what is going on here, and I would never understand it. Joram, maybe you explain to us.
Oh, Catherine and Sons, he loves to, you know, he likes to provoke people with different messages altogether, just like Tazibon said. And to me, the way I would interpret this fashion, it was more like futuristic fashion, because when I saw all the girls literally, you know, they were wearing literally the same pieces and then a lot of hair. The way I interpreted it was, you know, you don't need hair to look amazing. Maybe he was trying to put across the message of, you know, there's diversity in fashion, there's inclusiveness in fashion, there's, you know, there's so much things that we can do. So with or without the hair, you know, you can always stand out. The pieces was similar. To be honest, like all the pieces, when you look at all the lines, everything else, similar, meaning that this was a message being, you know, pushed across. You know, look at all the hair.
Look at all the hair. It's like so disturbing. Like after seeing this, you wouldn't want to buy any hair that is not your. Do you get my point?
So that was the statement.
Yes.
That's how
Maybe
I
I'd
interpret
want
it.
to buy the
We need him
real
to
one,
comment.
right?
We need him
But
to
you know, these are
comment
not
and tell
even
us.
wigs, you know that, right?
Well, the final showcase for the night was from none other than the founder, Kampala Fashion Week, Gloria Wavamuno. This collection was very, very refreshing because I see a lot of pieces that, you know, I could use as a stylist, and that, you know, people like Sheila and Bettina can actually like deconstruct and, you know, incorporate into their usual wardrobe.
I agree. I do agree. I am so here for this collection. Apart from the accessories that celebrities can, you know, just borrow to, you know, for their photo shoots, these outfits you could actually really wear. And I love the fact that her belts, they are not, you know, leather. It's cloth. You know, it's something that is, you know, different. If you're a person who loves to be different and stand out, Gloria Wavamuno is the brand that you should actually look out for.
What I love about this collection is, you know, how rich the fabric is, and maybe that's why she mentioned why she uses that fabric. So I'm also here for the headpieces. I love them. It's not the normal turban that people, you know, tie. I feel like this is the future.
Gloria Wavamuno, her being, you know, the founder of Kampala Fashion Week and doing this for the past, you know, 6 years. Good job, Gloria. Then the other thing that I really, really like about Gloria is that when you see her piece, you'll actually get to know that that's Gloria.
Yes.
Like she
Exactly.
has,
Has
a
a
signature.
signature.
Yes.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
This was the climax of the 3-day event, and we very well know there were other, you know, Ugandan creatives that actually got the chance to showcase on Friday before Saturday. And I would love to actually give an honorable mention for Kai's Diva collection, because it was his debut at Kampala Fashion Week.
He has really, 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 you know, stepped out of his comfort zone, you know, working with celebrities, styling for everybody. He works closely with NTV Uganda, and he's one person that I'm actually not shocked that his showcase was that well, you know, received. People really loved it.
Kaijuga Abbas, he always goes the whole way out. But the one thing that I really liked about his collection at Kampala Fashion Week is that literally the print, the fabric. You could never get it anywhere else. What he did is that he got all the different Vogue editions, all these major magazines, got them together, and then had to do like a special print for just this collection. The other designer that stood out for me was Iguana Kampala. He went super African. You hear like how we were all saying, oh, Africa is the future, Africa is now, Africa is everything. He just translated African fashion on another, level altogether. So kudos to Iguana as well.
Well, let's take a quick break for now. When we return, we are at the RAB, and I'm actually going to be talking to a few of the attendees. Do not go away. Gloria Wavamuno. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's been a year.
It has.
So, Kampala Fashion Week, what direction and what theme, what inspiration were we going with this year?
I think every theme is kind of me observing and moving in life and where I am, as well as what I'm observing. And last year was lightness and darkness, and it was questioning everyone's yin and yang and good and bad. And this year, I think just with all the climate of what's going on in the world, I feel like we all need to find like our center, and our center is our temple. It's our body. It's our vessel. So I kind of wanted to tie this year's, aesthetic to that and like energy to it. So yeah, that's kind
How different was this year's collection?
I think I just played around a bit more, but I think I found my aesthetic. I love working with jersey because I think it's then open to all kinds and sizes of individuals. I like my neutral colors because I like things to be able to flow in other pieces that you have from other people. And then it's always the same thing, the detail. I'm always about how our construction gets better so it sits on the body. So it's like ready to wear, but it's at a tailoring standard. Because I like manipulating fabric, and I like people and with manipulation, then you can change the way a garment is by yourself, because a lot of times I think people shouldn't be spending money on so much clothing, but if you have one piece that turns into 5 different pieces, that to me is what I think is the future of fashion, so that we become a bit more sustainable and we also aren't over polluting the world with clothing. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what you're wearing. Who are you wearing tonight? I love this robe.
I'm wearing myself inside GW in 69 collection SS20, and then I'm wearing one of our sponsors for Saki Champagne's kimono from Japan. Yeah.
How about the shoes?
Oh,
I kind of didn't miss the cowrie shell detail.
Yeah. Well, here we go, and then there's other brands who are picking up the African love because this is Zara.
Hi Nina, how do you do?
Good. I'm really exhausted, but I'm really happy tonight.
How do you feel about the journey so far?
I mean, it makes me feel good to come back again because then people appreciate my work. What inspired me this year was my clients, my fans they think like I just like color too much, and most people are very sensitive with color. And then also I have the other side, the plus size clients, and my websites are full of like skinny models, small, petite, call it. And this year I decided to just go all in.
I would say you've single-handedly brought crochet into like mainstream fashion, yeah? How does that make you feel? Weren't you like discouraged at a certain point? Because I mean, back in the day, people are not taking crochet seriously. What gave you that determination and resolve to keep pushing and doing what you do?
I mean, the first time I created my little bikinis, and it turned out amazing. I picked my interest from there. Like I never stopped. And of course, the fact that I was also a swimwear model, when I got in shape, and then I decided to wear them. I feel like that's my path. I could do this.
Very, very impressive collection tonight. You're actually one of my favorites tonight.
Yeah.
So take us a bit into what you're wearing for the night. Who are you wearing?
Okay, shall we start from up here?
Definitely.
Okay, I'm wearing here from Ray Outfits, Jojo Fashions. Then I'm wearing Zara shoes.
Well, right about now, I'm with stylist extraordinaire who's not new to the show, ladies and gentlemen, Karen. Hi, Karen. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing?
Good to see you. Look ravishing.
Thank you.
Who are you wearing tonight?
I'm dressed by Iconic UJ.
Kampala Fashion Week, as a creative and as a person who is very invested into fashion, what do you think of the showcases this night so far?
I wasn't here yesterday, unfortunately, but today I love the collection. I love Nina, I love the Magua collection, and then I love Glorious as well so much. And as always, Edward always has something to say, and I loved it.
Do you think he's more of like a storyteller or like a very like visual, like a cliche fashion designer, if I may say?
Yeah, I think he's a storyteller and, like you said, very visual. And I feel like for you to be able to understand what he's saying, you need to like be at his level in a way. It's not for everyone, and you won't have to understand it just by looking. It's like a whole story, and until that he actually comes out and talks about it, you'll be like, what was that? Yeah, I think we have grown. Like, we're not who we were 5 years ago. When you look at designers like Liv Edward, like you look at Kais Devor Abbas, that collection yesterday was bomb. I loved it so much. We're so used to kitenge, we're so used to like these normal kind of everyday outfits here, but what he's done is taken a step further, and he was spot on, like trends, spot on, colors, spot on, everything was gorgeous.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
Hope to run into you next year as well.
Always, hopefully.
Anyway, away from the showcases that were amazing, let's talk about the production now. This year's production, like I said earlier, whenever I was introducing the show, it was themed Tempo, Come As You Are. Jerome actually happened to it saying, how do you feel this theme resonated with what was actually on ground?
They usually go the whole way out with the production, but then when it came to the venue bit, yes, it was a temple. Because Yamasen looks like a temple, actually. You walk in and it's just stairs, and then it has all these little rooms, it has all these, different experiences all together. However, I feel like as much as it was the temple, it was well interpreted, but I feel like the lighting was lacking.
I have never, wanted to attend the Kampala Fashion Week.
Why?
No offense. I hate to waste a good outfit.
But this shows are worth it.
Listen, like, if I'm gonna wear my outfit and then I go to a place and I have nowhere to shoot it.
Okay, let me just cut you short a little bit.
So,
they had this amazing photo booth, which was
it
like
was
a temple.
beautiful.
I like the lights, yeah.
The lighting
It
was
was
major,
beautiful,
and,
but the ground, everything from head to toe must be photographic. It's Kampala Fashion Week. I expect glamour, lights, flashes. But there's no one you're going to even photograph there. Everybody.
Do you feel Ugandans are ready to embrace the rawness and, like you said, Kampala Fashion Week changing the narrative? Do you think we are ready, or we're just not? Maybe we're just not.
No, I feel like most Ugandans are not ready yet. That's
When
that's
will we
the
be
truth.
ready?
I feel like we are not ready yet.
So Uganda is dull.
No, it's not dull. It's us doing something completely different, like something out of the box.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I totally did enjoy tonight's show. It was very insightful, very eye-opening, very thought-provoking, and I hope you did as well. But as usual, time was not on our side, and that's why you should make it a point to keep the conversation flowing by connecting with us on our socials, like our Facebook page, The NTV Style Project, and follow us on Instagram. The handle is _Style Project. Tonight's show has been shot on location at Abrams Collection, Garden City, the fashion-forward men's plug. Do check them out for all the latest in men and kids wear.
Yeah, and it's been a gosh, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I hope the team as always was good.
If you love my hair, it was by Sparkle Saloon, makeup by me, my jewelry from Your Jewelry Tag. You can follow them on Instagram, jacket from Abrams Store, and please, the Aspers are here. Follow them on their social media platforms. That is Abrams Salon Fashion Awards on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I always have an amazing time being on the show.
I think we should keep Joram on retainer. Yeah.
Yes, run the petition already.
I love this energy. Well, from the entire NTV Style Project crew and myself, it's a good night. Ciao, ciao.